So what's your year looking like? You know, when you get to the end of the year and the year sucked, one of two things happened. Really. I mean, it might be more, but at least two things happened. One of two things. Stuff happened that you can't predict. Because you can't always predict car wrecks and cancer, right? Those are things that make life not fun during that year. But usually in a given year, you don't have enough of those things to ruin your life. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you have a major blow-up thing going on. But you know, most of the time we get to the end of a year and feel like the year stunk. It's because we didn't do anything about our year. We didn't, as they say, take the bull by the horns. We didn't say, I'm going to control my destiny to the extent I can. Now, again, we can't predict car wrecks and cancer, but you can control what you get up and do every day. Here's an example. You can control whether you decide to smile. If you're happy, you ought to notify your face. People like being around you then. And it brings more opportunities to you. You get better tips. You make more profit. You make more sales. You make more friends and fewer enemies. You can control that variable right there. There's a pretty simple one, isn't it? I like Jimmy Carter's natural facial expression because even when he's relaxed, he's naturally smiling. There's caricatures done for 100 years on that guy, it seems like, because of that. He's just a natural smiler. I have a natural scowl, and so I have to stop. Don't shake your head, yes. Oh, you do too? Oh, okay. Kelly's in there going, what? Yeah. I do. But I mean, when I'm thinking, it looks like I'm mad, you know? So I have to concentrate to think and go, I need to make sure, identify with that person. It's simple things. You do control the variables that are in your life. Something as small as a smile. Something as small as generosity. Something as small as spending less than you make. Acting your wage. You control that. No one makes you do that. You control what you eat. Never have I been overweight and it was because someone duct taped me to a bed and force-fed me pancakes. It never happened. I was never force-fed anything, to my knowledge. But have I fed myself too much? Yes. Recently? Yes. It was the holidays. Shut up. We all live there, don't we? See, these are decisions we get to make. And you know what drives your decisions and causes you to take control of your destiny in your life? You have to have things called goals. If you want to win with goals, you got to have goals. You need to have goals in the physical area, 7 areas. You ready? Write them down. Physical. What are you going to do? You're going to lift more, run more, weigh less. Intellectual goals. How about reading a book this year that's nonfiction? How about reading 10 of them? The average millionaire reads a nonfiction book a month. If you read a nonfiction book a month, you'd be one of the most well-read people in the world in just a few years. Career goals. Social goals, financial goals, family and relationship goals, spiritual goals. So here they are again, 7 of them. Write them down. Physical, intellectual, career, social, financial, family, and spiritual. Now, if you want your goals to work, they have to be 5 things. Number 1, your goals have to be specific. Number 2, they must be measurable. I want to lose weight is not a goal. That's a dream and a wish. It has to be specific and it has to be measurable. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 32 pounds. I want to lose 62 pounds. I want to lose 10 pounds. That's specific and it is measurable. It must be a specific goal or it's not a goal. It's a wish. It must be measurable. I want to read a book. Okay. When? Because that's number 3. You have to have a time limit on your goals. See, as long as something is specific and measurable and you give it a time limit, immediately 6th grade math kicks in and you can do the long division. Say, I want to lose 30 pounds. When? Over 10 years? No. I want to lose it this year. You want to lose 30 pounds in a year? No, not really. When do you want to lose your 30 pounds? I want to lose 30 pounds, okay, in 90 days. That's 10 pounds a month. That's 2.5 pounds a week. You increase the water intake, decrease the sugar, the bread, and other stuff that's killing you intake, and you exercise and create heart rate that creates sweat. And you will drop 2.5 pounds a week. most of you, unless you have a medical condition, and 2.5 pounds a week. But as soon as you give it a time limit and it's specific and it's measurable, immediately you can do long division. I want to make $100,000 this year. Great. How much is that a month? $8,300. Great. How much is that a week? That would be $2,100, give or take, a week. Do you sell for a living? If you're on commission, you can divide that out and know exactly what you need to sell in order to make your $2,100 a week, which is $100,000 a year. You need to divide out what it takes to get where you want to go. Number 4 is your goals must be your goals. They can't be your mama's goals or your wife's goals. My wife wants me to lose 30 pounds. You're not going to lose 30 pounds. It ain't got anything to do. Your wife doesn't motivate you. You motivate you. My mama wanted me to be a dentist. I don't want to be your patient. If you wanted to be a dentist, I want to be your patient. And lastly, number 5, and this is the most important of all, goals aren't goals unless they're written down. Write them down. Type them out, whatever. Print them out. Put them on your mirror. Put them in your wallet. Carry them around in your pocket. Talk about them. Think about them. Write it down. You got to do your goals.